The top story at 5, from the governor's mansion to the federal courthouse.
Former Governor Bob McDonnell and his wife have pleaded not guilty to corruption charges. This was the scene outside U.S. District Court in Richmond as the McDonnells arrived with family, friends, and their priest. They didn't speak to anyone as they left. The judge is letting the couple remain free until trial. 10 on your side's Andy Fox just got back from Richmond to tell us what happened inside. Andy?
Tom, what has become abundantly clear is this, that during the next 8 months, we will find out what has happened to the McDonnells is a personal tragedy, a family tragedy, and a tragedy for Virginia. Former Governor Bob McDonnell and his wife Maureen arrived at federal court Richmond knowing most of the next 8 months will be spent building a case to stay out of federal prison. State Senator John Cosgrove was in court.
I'm here because Bob McDonnell is a good friend of mine. He's been a friend of mine for 15 years. I love the guy to death, and he needs friends right now.
The McDonnells had 2 hearings. The first determined they do not have to pay a bond. The court believes they will not flee. They had to give up their passports. They cannot leave the country, and ordered not to have any contact with witnesses or government counsel. Former Virginia Delegate Chris Saxman, retired from the House in 2010, worked with Bob McDonnell. He was asked if he thinks Bob McDonnell is innocent.
I trust Bob. I love him, and it's difficult to watch because you can't see everything on your watch, and that's tough to be held accountable to. So we're going to pray for him and his family.
In the second hearing, the McDonnells waived the reading of the charges. They both pleaded not guilty. The governor strong in his answer.
Star Scientific received no extra treatment from the Commonwealth, either from the General Assembly or the governor's office. So I hope that Bob and Maureen are able to get through this. I know that they are very, very distressed over these indictments.
U.S. Attorney General Eric Holder convinced of the McDonnells' guilt.
It's not a question of overreaching. What we did there was bring charges that I think are commensurate with the conduct that is alleged.
We were the first to question McDonnell as he came out. Is there anything you'd like to say? Other reporters and photographers swarmed the McDonnells, and as the wave moved away from the courthouse, you could hear clapping for the McDonnells.
Make room, people. Love you, Governor McDonnell. Thank you. God has blessed me with great friends and family.
McDonnell finally pushed his way to the car, climbed in, left, driving into the unknown. The unknown indeed. The McDonnell trial is set to begin July 28th and could last 5 to 6 weeks. The Johnny Williams gift scandal has taken a toll. Coming up tonight at 6, the medications the McDonnells had to report to the court that they are now taking. They paint a picture of what they are really going through. I'll have that part of the story tonight at 6. I'm Andy Fox, 10 on your side.
And we will be following every development in this story up to and including the trial. Also check out wavy.com for updates anytime.
We are still